Hi Hannah, thanks for coming in. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself and the Martlets?
Yes, my name is Hannah Albrook and I am the project manager of Shaun By The Sea. So I'm sheep herding 43 large sculptures and 77 little sculptures across Brighton and Hove.
Great, thank you. And can you tell us a little bit about what is hospice care?
Yeah, so at Martlets we care for people across Brighton and Hove, the Deans and the Havens who are living through terminal illness and have kind of complex symptoms and needs. And then we provide them and their family and their carers with that care and support. That happens both in our hospice building, but also the majority of our care actually happens in their homes, where they may get rehab support, they may get social work advice so that they can get the right benefits, or they may just actually be getting that direct care that you would expect a clinical organisation to give.
Yeah. And why is hospice care so important?
There's only one given in life, that you're born and then you'll die, and deaths are sad, but they can also be incredibly beautiful. And hospice care is about providing people who are, going towards their death with a beautiful death, and ensuring that death, dying and bereavement isn't something that we should be afraid of. It's something that can be planned, and when it's planned, it can really make an impact on the people around them.
And how many people are currently under the Martlets care?
So last year we cared for over 2,000 people. Oh, wow. The majority of those people were patients, around 3/4 of those people were patients, and the other quarter were carers. So it's a really huge amount of people that we support and that we deal with on a yearly basis. That's why it's so important that we raise money for what we do. We get 1/3 of our money from the NHS, and the rest of it is fundraised by our community. And we always say that we are not only part of our community and the care that we receive, but we're also completely funded by that support from our community too.
So what would you say is one of the biggest misconceptions about hospice care?
There's a lot of myths, I think, about hospice care. Working in a hospice building, often people say to me, oh, it must be a really sad place and it must be really sad to work around death. But actually, it's a really happy place. It's a celebration of people's lives. And I'm so grateful to have had the chance to learn more about it in my role at Martlets. And that's what Shaun By The Sea is all about for us. It's about people having a chance to stop and pause and understand a little bit more about Martlets and who we are and what we do and the impact of hospice care within our community.
And why did you choose the sheep, and Shaun the sheep in particular?
So this is our third art trail. Our first was snow dogs and our second was snails. With snow dogs it was a licensed character and people were very familiar with that licensed character. Yeah, absolutely. And we felt that it was time, we did something slightly different with snails and the message was about kind of pausing and enjoying your life. But we wanted to bring a licensed character back, and we felt that Shaun was a great representation of us and what we wanted to achieve. If you've ever watched Shaun the Sheep, he has a collection of diverse friends, and they, in every episode, work together to achieve some sort of goal. So that may be annoying the farmer, or it may be making margarita pizzas. And they're all different, and they look different, and they behave different, and that's totally about Martlets and who we are and what we do. We are a community of different people with different specialisms. That we've got everyone from fundraising to clinical nurse specialists, all working together to wrap around that care around those patients and families, and that's our goal. And we felt like Shaun says that in an amazing way, and what an iconic way. It costs us quite a lot to get the trail on the streets, and we couldn't do it without the sponsors. The sponsorship enables us to basically get the trail live, and then everything from the trail live is then the money that we hope to raise for that direct hospice care. If we didn't have the sponsors and our community sponsors and our headline sponsors, it simply wouldn't be possible to deliver a project like this. And so we're hugely grateful to Star Property for providing that, because it means that we can go out there and raise as much money as possible for patients and carers living through terminal illness.
I mean, for us, it's been brilliant to be involved in it. We've done lots of things with the team as well. I know everyone's been out with their family, sheep hunting as well. Last question for you. Which one's your favourite sheep?
Oh, that's like asking someone what their favourite child is. I mean, of course, I've got my favourites. I do love yours in Hove Park. Yeah, Boogaloosu's fantastic. And what an amazing, and again, another representation of the community. He's really embedded in Brighton and Hove, so it's really nice that you've got that beautiful sheep and in such a beautiful location as well. And people really, going out to Hove Park, they're making that journey specifically to see it, and that's quite a contemplative thing, I think. I also really love the South Down Shawns at the Annex. I love them all, really. I think that they are all a brilliant representation of who Martlets are and what we do, and how our community can help keep Martlets caring.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in
you.
and spending some time with us.